minute. I'm long overdue. If you don't know who I am, I'm one half of the Dynamic Duo. Thoughts from Your Boy podcast. I'm the host, Just This. If you also don't know, I'm one half of the other Dynamic Duo, Rise Asanova. The host, Just This. Anyway, today I want to talk to y'all opinions and delusions. Opinions and delusions. Not facts and fiction, opinions and delusions. See, the way the world is made up, there is a conspiracy theory born every day. Some conspiracy theories say aliens been here for years. Well, they just announced that and said it's true. Alright. Some theories say there was no Jesus. We'll touch on that one later. Some theories say the world does what the world is supposed to do. There's nothing that wasn't already written or explained that we go through. And they say time repeats itself. Now I thought about that. World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Gulf War. But the attack on Palestine, for instance, seems more like when Iran was attacking Sudan, or Iraq was attacking Kuwait. Or maybe those were just the cities I remember that were fighting at the time. Who knows? But, like I said, opinions and delusions. It's delusional to say that there's not something bigger than the people walking around on earth above us, within us, or floating around us. That'd be delusional to feel like that doesn't exist. At the same token, some of these delusions or opinions are based off of movies and TV shows that depict what's going on over there, over here, over there, wherever. So it makes you wonder. For instance, maybe this is my conspiracy theory video, so bear with me. But it makes you wonder, when they make movies like Enemy of the State, and they have satellites that pick you up wherever you are in the world based off of your cell phone, and then you got people running around talking about, I'm afraid if we have a chip, you got a chip. It's in your pocket in your debit card. Whenever they cut it off, you won't have access to your funds anymore. If they can find you everywhere you go, question, why haven't they prevented crime yet? Because crime, just like a lot of other things, movies, books, are big business. It's big business to keep the dreamers dreaming, spenders buying. It's big business in that. Whether you watch TV, watch movies, whatever it is that you watch, is big business in feeding your brain that content so that it keeps thinking or scrolling the way it does. You can say, nah, that's not true, this, because if it was, what? Why is every time you say something on your cell phone, an ad pertaining to that thing that you just spoke on pops up? Oh, that's the social dilemma. They made a movie about it on Netflix. Yeah. All the big companies, when you buy your phone, there's one option that says, do you want to leave your camera and your mic on? And nobody cuts it off because nobody reads that part. So they hear our thoughts because we say them out loud, and they videotape things that we look at, and then we have ads or things that pop up geared directly at what you just said. It's not a coincidence. This is not my opinion. These are things that are factual. Now, I don't want to get into who I got into it with, because it's not really important. Most of the time, who you get into it with is not important. And there's this parable that plays in my head every day. I'm sure some of y'all might have heard it. It goes, there's a donkey, a tiger, and a kingdom. The kingdom is ruled by the lion. The donkey's walking around saying, the sky is yellow. And the tiger says, no, it's not. It's blue. And the donkey says, no, it's yellow. So the donkey takes the tiger to court in front of the lion. And the donkey says, Your Honor, Your Highness, the sky is yellow. He says, sure. He says, see, I told you, tiger, that the sky is yellow. And so the donkey goes off. He says, I'm going to punish the tiger. And he says, why are you punishing me? Is the sky not blue? He says, yes, tiger, the sky is blue. But I'm punishing you because a person of your stature, your brain, your intelligence, your prestige is arguing with a fool. The fool knows not what he said. He just want to say it. But you being smarter than the fool, why would you entertain it? Why would you come in front of me and waste my time about something that is so trivial, it's not real? Tiger says, wow. So the lion says, yeah, I'm punishing you for 6 months of silence for arguing with a fool. Then there's the other parable. Don't argue with fools because no one can tell who is who. So, again, and I'm not saying this person's a fool. I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of things, written, unwritten, and whatever. But the thing about it was this person said to me, I ain't even say what they said. But the thing that you got to understand, when you say things like everything is all this or all that, you open yourself up to people saying, no, I'm an exception, or no, I know someone who's the exception, which is great. Because that's how you breed content, dialogue. But here's the killer. My zodiac, because we talk about those too, is a Capricorn. My placement, my stellium, is a Virgo. So, Virgos are very, what's the word I want to use? Virgos are very by the book. They're very statistic. They're very fact-based. You know, if it's something that's written or it's somewhere that it exists, a Virgo has said, read it, looked it up, whatever. So, knowing that, when you argue with a person that's a Virgo, Capricorn, maybe even a Taurus, we have more fact than opinion-based statements. Now, if you make a statement to another person, you can't get mad if they defute your statement, because it's a statement. All statements aren't facts, and all facts aren't statements. But if they hit you with a fact, and you don't like it, so you make a statement, that's delusional. For the simple fact that anybody can make a statement, all right? You don't have to know very much of anything. All you have to do to make a statement, like the donkey, is just let it come out your mouth. Now, like the lion told the tiger, if you know the facts, you don't always got to tell the facts. I need to learn that one. Because if you say something to me and it's not a fact, or it can be refuted. I'll poke holes in your balloon. Not because I'm an asshole, just because I think you want to know something like I know something. Delusional. So, in my opinion, I think everybody want to know a fact. Because I scoured the world. I read through books. I talked to this person. I talked to that person. I did research. But everybody don't want to know that fact. Some people are happy with their statements. Be it right, be it wrong. It's their statement. Now, I don't want to get too crazy off into this, but just think about that for a moment. Anytime you have a piece of information that can be proven, that's a fact. If it's a fact, now you must ask yourself, do people want to hear it? Like if I tell you a fact, the sun is getting bigger, the heat is getting higher because the sun rays, energy, light source is getting closer and closer to the planet. Now, what does that mean? That could mean that one day we might have to get off of this planet or move to a new Earth that they found. Yes, they've found new Earths. That's what that means. Now, that might be disturbing to some people. Oh my God, we gotta go. Put you in panic. You know, if people tell people the truth all the time, it opens up the doors for things like mass hysteria, mass panic. You know, we could talk about the pandemic. Was it a real thing or not? People really died. People really died from all kinds of things. But like the pandemic, like deadly diseases that we have or don't have, however you tend to look at it, if mucus is the cause of all of it, and AIDS is a very severe disease, for instance, and people don't die theoretically from AIDS, they die from complications of. Did they really die of AIDS? They died. They really died. But, you know. But like I said, this is one of those conspiracy theory opinion versus delusion. So, like I said, in saying that, I appreciate you watching the video this long, first off. Secondly, I got a lot of knowledge up here. And I got to learn when to say it and when not to. Because everybody don't want to hear the truth. Everybody got an opinion. Delusions are delusions. Opinions are opinions. But everybody don't want to hear a fact. It's like the truth. It hurts sometimes. But with that being said, this is just one of many videos. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Stay tuned if you want to know how far the rabbit hole goes. With that being said, I'm your host, Just This World. Peace.